Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are exploring Google Earth, a powerful tool that lets you travel the world from your screen. Whether you are mapping your next adventure, exploring historical sites, or just curious about the planet, Google Earth brings the world to your fingertips. Are you ready to take a visual journey with me? Let's dive in and discover how to navigate and create content with Google Earth. So to get a Google map, all you need is to start by coming all over to these 9 dots. Then you can click, you can come down and you can see Google Earth. This one gives you the access to the online Google Earth. Okay, this is the web version of Google Earth. It's going to run out and you'll be able to see the Google Earth on the web. But the one I usually use, which I advise people to use always, is the Google Earth Pro. So to download that, you can come to these 3 lines. You can come down here. You'll see it over here. Download Google Earth for on desktop. It's very easy because you can stream and it has other features that you can use, fantastic features that you can apply to your own experience. So you can download directly and go ahead and install. I have downloaded mine and I've installed. So let's try to have a look at it. You can come over here and you see it over here, Google Earth Pro. Once you just give it some seconds, it opens. Doesn't waste time. So just you can close on this. No need for these tips. This is what I'm going to show you. So this is the Earth now coming up. And you can see that you have the option to do many things. For example, you could move around with your mouse. With just clicking and holding, you can be able to move around across. If you hover over away from the Earth, you can see my mouse is now at the mouse pointer. But then if you are coming back, you see my mouse turns into a hand tool and you can move around with just left click. You can double click with the double left click and it will zoom in to any location. If you double click again, left click, it's going to zoom into another place. And if you right click, double right click, it's going to zoom out. Same way, zoom out with double right click. And then you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in also and out. Zoom in and out with the mouse wheel is very easy. The same feature you have here to the left, you have this zooming tool. When you click out the negative sign, you're going to zoom out. And when you click out the positive sign, you're going to zoom in, or you can use this feature to drag in forward and backward. Okay, so you can see you can drag in forward and backward with this small wheel. And at the top here, at the top of it, you have the option to move across. Okay, you can use it to move across, or you can pan across like that to the left. You can pan across like that to the right, or to forward or backward, same way. Okay, at the top here, you have another feature with 2 functions. The one that contains the N, which I guess you guessed correctly. This is the north. Okay, it will always show the point when the Earth is at the north. You're free to move around with it. You can use this mouse to the left. You can move, and at any given point, it is still going to show you the northern part. Okay, the northern, you can hold the north and move on your own, or you can use these angles to move around. So this is the very key feature to just navigate around, and at any given point you select, you can see the date of the imagery. This is 2015, which is quite old, and you can see latitude and longitude variation across as you move your mouse across the globe. Now, in any location you want, you can zoom in to any location and you'll be able to see details of it as you go down. Depending on the strength of your network, you'll be able to see clearly a particular location and you visualize everything. And you can see to the right here, you have the option to search. You can search anywhere. For example, let me try to search my university, UTP Malaysia. And you'll be surprised that with just one click, this is going to fly me to UTP and it's going to take me to my university. You see clearly what I'm trying to say. So this is University Technology Petronas, and it's going to zoom in and go in to show me the buildings and so on inside the university, because I want to see the details. So just to see, so you can see now, you can see the details of it. You can see I can move around the university, and if I want, I can change the angle. All right. I can drag this man, because before we don't have it. I can drag this man and put it inside this location, and it's going to show me pathways that people can follow. You can see right now it's even showing me in 3D. It can show you 3D views, and you can move around and move across to see the different locations, okay, different areas within the university. Okay, so you can see, you'll be able to see and visualize everything. You can see right now you can move across and you can drag that man and put him there to be able to see the road view. Okay, let's take him to somewhere so that you can be able to see clearly some of the areas. Like this is the Chancellor's Hall. You can see very clearly this is 3D view and it's 360 degrees. You can be able to visualize everywhere within the university. You can see very clearly. That's the power of Google Earth, and you can exit that from here. Okay, you can exit at any given point. Now, depending if you are working on a particular project that you may want to take in measurements of a particular location because you are certain you know the exact longitude and latitude of where you're working on, you can go ahead and add places. For example, I may want to add some points. I can click and add this, define this as a point. You can see I have the latitude and longitude. You're free to move it. Okay, you're free to move it to any point. Assuming at this point, and I can say I can name this point 1, yeah, P1, for example, P1, and you can say you can give details of that P1 if you want, and then you can give another point again here. Maybe you can drag and put something here, and you call this P2, for example, P2, and you can give details as well. And then if you like, you can know the distance between P1 and P2, or you can try to get some details, latitude and longitude and so on. You'll be able to plot the slope between these 2 points if you are interested. Now down here, you have the option to add other things, like if you want to see other features in this very map. For example, you may want to see, this is 3D, it's checked in. If you want to see roads, you can select to visualize and see roads. Let's exit this street view. Yeah, so that we'll be able to see. So this is point 1 and point 2. If you want to see road, you'll be able to, you can put in this. If you want to enable photos, you just click and everything is going to enable some photos within the location. So if you navigate around and move close to the places, you'll be able to see photos that people have shown in that particular location. Okay, so you can see now photos are coming in, and when you drag and go to a particular location, you click on one of the photos, you'll be able to see clearly a photo that was taken at that particular place. So that's the power of it. You can enable all of these places if you want. You want places, you want borders and announcements, or you can enable gallery or weather. You can all enable that from here. So these are very basic things you can do within Google Earth imagery. They are very fantastic. And at the top here, you have a bunch of controls that you can work with. For example, you can disable this sidebar. Okay, so you have everything at full screen, and then you can add locations. I've shown you how to add locations here, and you can add different kind of polygon. You can select and you can define a polygon. Okay, and by that definition alone, you'll be able to see measurements of that polygon. Like you can see the perimeter as well as the area of that particular polygon that you've defined. Okay, so you can give labels to that polygon if that is where you are going to, if that is what you're working on, and then you can add path. Okay, you can define a given path from one point to another, and you'll be able to see the measurements of that path also. This is 0.11 miles, and you can change the units also if you're interested. So this is very basic. If you want to add image overlay, if you want to add your own image overlay, you can click on this and you can browse and add that particular image, just like a contribution, or to specify that you're working here during that project. And then this is record a tour. You can move around and record what you are working on, what you are moving in as you navigate across within the Google map. So you can show sunlight, and you could be able to show historical imagery because this is 2015. If you click on this, you can check out the imagery on, maybe this is 2022, and you can go back as far as maybe 1985, and it will show you the exact image of that particular location. Next, you can have rulers. You'll be able to take in the distance between one point to another. You'll be able to know the distance exactly in length. Okay, and you have other features. You could email this, and you could print this particular view, and you could save image as JPEG or thereabout, and then you can view in Google Maps. You can go ahead and view it in Google Maps. And you can view in Google Earth Web. Also, you can click on this and it will take you to Google Earth Web, and you'll be able to visualize that. So that's very fantastic of it. And then you have another option to view other planets. So let's go back to 2022, and you have the option to view other planets, which is one of the things I find exceptionally useful. This icon here, you can view, this is the Earth that we're looking at. But if you go ahead and view the sky, and Mars. Okay, let's say we want to view the sky and what's entails what's in the sky, you'll be able to view it clearly directly. So you see now we can view the galaxy and whatever it is there. It's very beautiful and nice. You can see the stars. You've zoomed in, you can go beyond that and see very clearly some details in the galaxy, and it's very, very fantastic. You can navigate around and see details of things. This is the sky in its entirety, so you can move around and see the wonders. And if you want, you can still come back and maybe show Mars. This is Mars. It's now logging in to show Mars. This is Mars, and if you zoom in, you can be able to see some details in Mars and what you may be interested in. This is satellite imagery. It's very, very powerful. And then you can check out Moon if you want to see Moon, and it's now logging in and showing you about Moon. So this is the very basics on how to navigate and use the Google Earth satellite imagery. You can use it and apply it depending on the work you are doing. You can always have access and be able to get details of things that you may be working on. So this concludes this tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to always hit the like and subscribe buttons to keep enjoying videos like this. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.